Close Encounter of Cussac. The Close Encounter of Cussac is the name given to claims of a close encounter with alien beings by a young brother and sister in Cussac, Cantal, France. On the date mentioned, François Deplu, 13, and his sister Anne-Marie, 9, accompanied by their dog Metter, were looking after a herd of cows near their home on the plateau of Cantal, in the village of Cussac, which is 20 kilometers westward of Saint Flour. At 10:30 a.m., the cows were about to jump over a low wall, and François climbed up on a pile of stones, whereupon he saw, on the other side of a hedge, about 40 meters, 150 feet, away, what he thought were 4 children whom he did not recognize. They appeared strange. They and their clothing are completely black and have a silky look. No features were visible. Near the 4 figures was a large, extremely brilliant sphere which shone so much it was difficult to look at. One of the small creatures was bending over and seemed to be busying himself with something on the ground, while another, holding an object which reflects the sun like a mirror, waved his hands and seemed to be making signs to his companions. At this point François called out, "Are you coming to play with us?" At that moment the creatures, who did not seem interested in the children, seemed to realize that they were being watched. The first figure flew up vertically and dived headfirst into the top of the sphere. The second followed him in the same manner, and the third one, after standing up, did the same. The fourth figure rose off the ground, came down again, appeared to pick up something, then he took off again and caught up with the sphere which, during this time, had begun to rise, describing small circles, and Hale reached a height of about 15 meters, 50 feet. The fourth little figure then disappeared into the sphere in the same manner as the other 3. As the sphere rose from the ground, a low, fairly sharp hissing noise was heard, mingled with a noise like a breeze blowing which neither of the children felt. The object described a few more circles, still rising, and the intensity of the light emitted by the object increased greatly. Then the noise stopped and the sphere made off at full speed into the northwest. At the same time that all of this was happening, a smell of sulfur was detected by the children and the cows began to bellow and become uneasy. The dog Metter was barking and appeared to want to follow the object. François and Anne-Marie, because of the cows' upset, were obliged to bring them in a half hour before the usual time. Details of the sphere are poor, probably because of the brilliance of the light. It was a perfect sphere, the children said, about 2 meters in diameter, 6% feet approximately, a very bright silvery color with no inscriptions, protrusions or openings that could be seen. Anne-Marie claimed that she saw 4 stilt-like legs supporting the sphere, but François did not. François felt that Anne-Marie might have mistaken some branches in the bushes for legs. The details of the creatures are very interesting and quite detailed. They were about 1 meter, 20 centimeters, 3-4 feet, in height, but all they're not of the same height, worth. The children could not discern whether the black color was the color of their skin or if they were wearing suits of some kind, but they did not trot any visible borderline between the possible garment and the creatures' heads, which appeared to be bare. The arms were a little long and slender, and no hands were noted. The legs were short and slender, and the feet of the fourth, when he caught up with the sphere, appeared to be webial. Although the head appeared to be normal in size relative to the body, the skull was pointed and the chin very marked. The nose was also pointed, according to Anne-Marie. Both François and Anne-Marie agreed that the little creature sported a beard. It was situated on each side of the head, with a little tuft under the chin. No eyes or mouth were evident. Neither was there any indication of an apparatus which enabled the creatures to fly. This incident was investigated and written for Phenomena Spatiaux by Joel Mesnard and Claude Paul, who pointed out that minute differences were found in the testimony of the children, but which could be accounted for by lack drawing no